If you live in the state of Illinois and you make $17 an hour and you work 80 hours per pay period, this is assuming you get paid every 2 weeks, not every week, you will take home $1,109 per paycheck, $2,218 per month, roughly. And this is how I would budget that. Welcome to my budgeting template. This is something I created and I use for myself every single month. Normally, I have a planned column, and then I have week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, and then I have the actual column. And the actual adds up all of the weeks because I personally like to check in on my money on a weekly basis. And we have a column that is going to tell you what the percentage of your income is that you're spending on each individual line item. If you're taking home $2,218 per month, a standard rule of thumb is to get your housing costs below 30% of your income, which is really hard to do on $17 an hour. However, I know in Chicago, if you have roommates, you can definitely find a room in like a 3-bed, 1-bath for $750 a month. Honestly, probably less. I know it's been 3 years, but 3 years ago when I was living in a 3-bed, 1-bath with 2 roommates in Chicago, I was paying $525 a month for my room. Then I made up some other numbers for recurring expenses. Let's say you spend $75 on utilities, $40 on a gym membership, $2.99 on cloud storage. I threw in Spotify and Netflix because I feel like those are pretty common subscriptions, and $30 on your phone bill each month. That brings your fixed costs to 41.72% of your income. If you're following the 50-30-20 budgeting rule, then you want to try to spend less than 50% of your income on your fixed expenses or basic needs. I personally like to measure my fixed expenses and then my fluctuating expenses because I feel like groceries can really vary a lot from month to month, at least for me. But if you look here, I put groceries at the top, and if you add 41% plus 10%, that's about 51 to 52% of your total income, which is right on target. By shopping at places like Aldi or other discount grocery stores, you can definitely spend less than $225 on groceries for yourself. So you spend $30 on coffee shops, $150 on eating out. This is about $35 a week on eating out. I don't know how much your copay is to see your doctor, but I personally always like to include a doctor's appointment in my budget. And then if I don't use it, I have that as like a buffer in my budget. I put $100 for entertainment, $75 on spending, shopping essentially. In Chicago, a monthly transit pass is $75, rolling down $75 on miscellaneous. As you can see, then your fluctuating expenses come out to about 36%. And if you take away the groceries portion, if you want to throw your groceries into the first category of the 50-30-20 budget, and that's only 26%. So still on target. That means using a zero-based budget, you're going to put over 20% of your income towards your financial goals, which is amazing. I made some pretend sinking funds or financial goals. I don't know you, but let's say you have $190 in student loans or credit card debt to pay off each month. That means you have over $300 left to put towards your other financial goals. This can go to an emergency fund, or if you already have an emergency fund, this can go to a Roth IRA or another retirement account. Or it can go to a sinking fund for travel or a wedding or a house or a car. That makes your savings 22.21% of your income. I always include a double checker, so at the bottom you can see everything adds up to $2,218, making this a zero-based budget. That means we've assigned every dollar a job, and it fits within the 50-30-20 budgeting rule. Again, personal finance is personal. Your budget might look very different than this, but I hope this gives you an idea of how you could possibly budget $17 an hour. Don't forget to follow for more realistic money tips.